Haber graduated from Sydney High School in 1997 and resides in Sydney. He is graduating with a dual major, Criminal Justice Leadership and Business Management Leadership. He was inducted to Alpha Sigma Lambda and Alpha Chi Honor Societies. He is a juvenile probation officer with the Montgomery County Juvenile Court. Scott is married to his wife of 11 years, Carmen, with her 3 children, Michael, Seth, and Kaya. His interests are his family and work. Please help me congratulate Scott Haber.
Who's having a good time? Firstly, I would just like to say to all my friends, my mother, who can't be here today, my stepmother, brothers, sisters, wife, children, anybody else who is here to support me. My aunts are here now. I didn't know they were coming. I told you I knew everything. It only took me 31 years to prove it. First of all, I'd just like to thank the faculty, staff and faculty that made it possible for a guy like me to succeed. There are so many members of this institution that deserve recognition that it would take all day for me to properly show my gratitude. I'll just give a couple examples from the first 2 classes I had at Urbana University. I remember 2 years ago when I began this venture, hoping that my first class back would be a little bit easier because it's been a while since I've been to college. Then I had Professor Haberkoss. And he proceeded to inform us that there'd be a 20-page paper due in 7 weeks, along with midterm, final, the usual readings. And even though it seemed a bit overwhelming at the time, I still must thank him for putting me in my place. Let me know this wasn't going to be such an easy ride. And, you know, Professor Haberkoss and I almost hit it off immediately because he liked that our last names are so similar and that our haircuts are so similar. Of course, I still have to cut mine to get to be this short. My second class that semester was business law, taught by Mr. Shipley. Mr. Shipley had an entertaining way of teaching us, invoked conversation, debate. We even got to watch some episodes of People's Court. I know some of you don't know what People's Court is, but it's like Judge Judy now, but back in like '82. I thank Mr. Shipley for letting me vent some frustrations after class. I thank Mr. Shipley for calling me at home after I wasn't feeling well after a class one night. He called me the next day, even though I told him I was fine, but he still saw fit to see that I was okay. I'd also like to thank Mr. Shipley for not getting angry with me for arguing with him over test questions that I was right about. Even though he still hasn't admitted it. I'm still waiting on the jury trial. We have some fine people working for this institution, and I appreciate you all. Now I'm supposed to stand up here and inspire you. I'm sorry. I gotta thank my friends and my family as well, who have always supported me. First, I must thank my mother. She's at home on hospice care. Without you, I wouldn't be me. I must thank my father, who passed away several years ago. I don't know how often he was proud of me, but I'm certain he's proud of me today. I thank my stepmother, Gwyneth, for being here. I'd like you to know that you and my father have more of an influence over me than you probably think. I thank my brother, Todd. Right or wrong, you were always there. Thank my friends who were always there for me when it seemed like nobody else was. Thank my mother-in-law, my grandmother-in-law for being here today and supporting me and always supporting me. I thank my children for supporting me and not giving me such a hard time when I had schoolwork to do and couldn't do the things they wanted me to do. I bet I could get my children to stand up right now, huh? Yeah, you have to. Get up. Thanks, kids. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my wife, Carmen. Without her, I never went back to school. She has always been there, supported me, and given me everything that I have needed. And I appreciate that. Why don't you stand up too? Now I'm supposed to stand up here and inspire you. This begs the question, who am I? Who am I to tell all of you anything? I know most of you are saying, Scott, you're awesome. And that's true, I am pretty awesome. But I am no more awesome than any of you. We all are here for the same reason today. We all accomplish the same goal. I'm not special, no more awesome, and no better than any of you. We are all capable of accomplishing great things. I haven't always necessarily done things the right way, but I've almost always done them my way. I've made some mistakes, as I'm sure we all have. But it's hard to have regrets when the choices we make us who we are. To thine own self be true. That was Shakespeare, and Danny DeVito, depending on your source. This is the only advice I feel qualified to give you.
Yeah.
Be you. Be whatever you want to be, and don't let anybody tell you any different. I'm a juvenile probation officer with Montgomery County Juvenile Court. This is the profession I have chosen, and I hope to continue within this profession. I did not choose this profession to get rich. I chose this profession because I wanted to make a little bit of a difference. However, this is the path that I have chosen. This isn't necessarily the path right for you. You may take whatever path you wish. If you want to get paid, get paid. If you want to save the world, then save the world. There's anybody stopping you but you. The world doesn't need appeasers. The world doesn't need any more yes men and yes women. The world needs you to be you. I cannot tell you what tomorrow will bring, but I do know that we have today. Today is our day. It's time for me to congratulate all of you, get off the stage so we can finally graduate. But before I do, I will leave you with a quote from one of the great minds of our time, Rocky Balboa. Rocky says, and this is a quote, so I don't need the English college getting all on me about how I speak. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it'll beat you down to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. About how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits. Today, we have validated those who have believed in us and proved wrong those who have doubted us. Today, we have proven we can take the hits. Today, we win. Congratulations, graduating Blue Knights of 2011.